Cannibal Holocaust is a movie that is very famous for being controversial back in the day. It was the Blair Witch Project before the Blair Witch Project. I think it outdates the last broadcast, maybe too. But Cannibal Holocaust is basically two films in one. The main storyline is about a anthropologist who goes into the Colombian jungle with a mercenary crew to find the missing footage from these filmmakers that went down there. And when they open up the footage and bring it back, they watch all the terrible horrors that happened when the filmmakers went over there. They started messing with the people, and then they met their end. So this movie is very controversial for two things. First off, the sort of found footage element that makes it look really realistic, especially the violence near the end. But this movie's biggest sin is the animal cruelty. 8 animals were butchered and killed on screen for this movie, for the purpose of like the filmmakers in the movie feeding it to the cannibal tribe. But yeah, even the director has stated that the animal cruelty was too much. They should have just went for fake, because some stomach queasing moments in this. Seriously, there's a scene where they just butcher a turtle for no reason, and they show its head off, and it was just, I had to fast forward. It was just too much, man. Like, that was the worst part of the movie. And they also like kill a muskrat or something, or another animal that's very similar to one, and it was just really brutal. You know, that's what makes the movie controversial in my eyes. The fake stuff at the end where they kill the people, and then he told his cast to disappear for a year. Yeah, it was just, the whole movie's kind of boring, to be honest. It's like an hour and a half long, and the first hour is just him going to the jungle and him finding the footage, and the movie is terribly boring. It doesn't have the scary reputation that it needs. You know, it's very tame by today's standards. But the only thing I don't like was the gross amounts of animal cruelty. It just didn't sit well with me. You know, for a movie, you know, like, just seemed really overly cruel. You know, and the ending found footage aspect was interesting, but it wasn't like a recommended. You know, this movie doesn't deserve its hyped reputation, to be honest. It's just, yeah. So I give it a 4 out of 10.